Good morning. Now, a home for ex-servicemen and women in Salford has unveiled details of its new Armed Forces support hub today, and it'll be a one-stop shop for all the service leavers and their families to help them move successfully from the military life that they've been so used to for so many years over to civilian life. And the Mayor of Greater Manchester, who we talk about a lot on this show, Andy Burnham, was amongst those at the launch today, as was our reporter Liz Saul, who went down for us.
Broughton House has for 101 years provided a home and care for veterans of our armed forces in the North West. Today, representatives from the home, the NHS, Greater Manchester Combined Authority and veteran charities, as well as local universities, among many others, came together to the launch of the new hub. Broughton House Chairman Professor Sir Nater Malik feels the hub will fill some of the gaps.
Whereas we started by looking after very young soldiers who came out of the forces and needed help, we've gradually moved away to looking after the older veterans, whereas there's still a gap for looking after young people, even if differently than 100 years ago, and that we have to fill that gap.
Looking around the different groups represented today, it's easy to see how some ex-service personnel can fall through these gaps. The University of Broughton Vice-Chancellor, Professor George Holmes, hopes their assistance will help.
We have a military covenant that we've signed with the armed forces to ensure that we offer opportunities for people leaving the armed forces to take degree programmes or courses for their further professional development at Broughton. Otherwise, we offer the opportunity for a scholarship to take those programmes as well. We have a £100,000 scholarship that the university awarded. In terms of Broughton House, we're keen to help education and training for those at this hub. We also support them financially in terms of our corporate social responsibility.
The education part and gaining your degree, that's one element of it, but it's also that camaraderie, isn't it? And I suppose if you've been in the army and then you're transitioning to civilian life, you still have that kind of camaraderie.
Yeah, I mean, universities today, particularly our university in Broughton, is full of lots of mature students who build lifelong bonds from that experience. So you're not only talking about an education in terms of degree provision, but you're talking about that team building and lifelong bonding that enable people to get through difficult times. And that opportunity, particularly for ex-service men and women, to come together with, in many cases, mature students, lots of young students as well, but mature students, to enable them to actually create a bond and a team and fit into that local community.
1 in 4 people in the armed forces originate from the North West, and quite a number of ex-servicemen and women find themselves homeless and living on the streets once they have left active service, an issue which is a great passion of the Mayor Andy Burnham. He hopes what he calls his modest donation from their funds will help towards tackling that problem.
It's £5,000. It will go to helping develop the hub here that will prevent homelessness amongst our forces. So I don't think I could be giving a donation from the fund that will be more widely supported by the Greater Manchester public. We are the country's biggest recruiting ground. There are many people who've served our country who come back here and don't always find the support there in the way they might have expected. So we have to do much better at building integrated support for them, not the silos of the public sector where they're kind of passed from pillar to post, but integrated support through developing this idea of a hub. And I think it's only the start. Warrington, here in Greater Manchester, we need to go further afield and improve that support all the time.
Work on the new hub commences ahead of a new veteran care village on the same site.
Liz Saul reporting there for us, and Andy Burnham, who has donated, not personally, but some of the council money as well, £5,000 towards it to an excellent cause.